I honestly cheered when I saw the headline that Alberta was building a pipeline, because what Alberta knows how to do is extract energy from the ground to make money. But I really don't think that this is going to work. I think that this is just a headline. Because you saw how long it took for the Keystone XL to get approval from Donald Trump. And then it was just like crossed off by Barack Obama and all those other bureaucrats, and the people having protests in places like Montana and stuff like that. You know, they want to build a pipeline, an oil pipeline that's going to have 1 million barrels a day from Alberta to BC, which would be amazing. It'd be a huge boost to the Canadian economy, especially with what's happening in the United States right now. And we could do it all ourselves. Use the refineries that are in Canada ourselves. Sell it ourselves. You know, have nothing to do with the United States. It would be wonderful, but that's not going to happen because we can't even get a pipeline built in Canada the last 15 years. Think about it. We can't get the Energy East pipeline built. We can't get the one to BC built or the one from Quebec built. You know, how are we going to get this one built? You need to have approvals from those other, provinces and stuff. And then after all that stuff, say for example, you got all the approvals from the federal government and everything, you still have to get approvals from First Nations and whoever it is whose land that you're crossing over. You have to do public consultation as well. It's a ton of stuff. So Danielle Smith is basically trying to do the framework for a private company to take it over. So there's no private company yet. She just wants to sweeten the pot to make it seem this is all done for you. All you have to do is pick it up and invest your money. So basically her and 3 oil and gas companies are working together, and then they're looking for an actual company to come together and actually run it. So yeah, like I said, I think this would be great if it actually was for real, but realistically, I don't think it's going to happen just because there's so many people who are against pipelines right now. And just even in Canada, maybe the tide has turned a little bit now that they realize you can't rely on the United States for oil and gas anymore. Maybe that's why I can see it maybe being approved or something like that. But other than that, I don't really see that being approved. What do you think about this? Do you really think that they're going to be able to get this new pipeline from Alberta to BC?